My paper asks whether the quality of province government shape how efficiently manufacturing firms are located resource in Vietnam. So I use the Hayes-Clenau framework on the full enterprise census from 2050 to 2023. Idea from Hayes-Clenau is simple. In a frictionless industry, revenue productivity should be equalized across term. Distortion, tax subsidized, red tape, unequal credit access, breaks and the dispersion of TAPR is a direct measure of the loss. In Vietnam, Province runs much of the regulatory enforcement, and the PCI give us a government score. So the question is whether government quality is systematically linked to misallocation and how. Three contribution. First, scale. This is a full census, not a sample over 9 years. Second, we tied misallocation to central government measure and its 10 component. Third, we identify the mechanic it works through capital distortion and how the relationship is not constant. It follows a U shape and come back strongly after the pandemic. Third, under CES demand and monopolistic competition, an efficient industry equalize revenue productivity across term. Real results show up as two weight: a capital waste from a firm capital to labor ratio, and an output weight from its revenue to input ratio. Our mid allocation measure is the within industry dispersion of the local TAPR, and the firm level outcome is the absolute deviation from the industry by year mean. Parameters follow the paper exactly: sigma equal to 3, rate range equal to 0, 0.1, markup 1.5, capital share is industry from US data for manufacturing only, and we trim the top and bottom 1% within industry year to regard against the outlier. And for the data, we start from the full ESO census, nearly 6 million firm years, keeping manufacturing firm with positive revenue, capital, and weight, and at least 10 employees live about 294,000 valid observation, which we merge with the PCI by province and years. One data is still matter. In 2019, the questionnaire will record so variable mean and type change. We harmonized those carefully, and because the 10 sub-index are only complete from 2070, the sub-index regression used 2070 onward. The figures show sample size by year and the aggregated dispersion. Here is a raw picture. Misallocation, the dispersion of the log of TAPR is the flat round 0.9 to 1.1 before 2019, then rise between 1.17 and 1.31, peak in 2021 during COVID. We flag that part of the jump coincided with the 2019 recording, so we treat the level shift closely, and I saw in the moment that our main result robust to it. Meanwhile, average PCI drift upward as the province improved. So this is headline. A province one standard deviation higher on the PCI at the has firm whose TAPR sits about 0.016 log point, closer to efficient benchmark. That the baseline efficient minus 0.0163, highly significant with industry by year, fixed efficient and proven clustered error. So controlling for the firm size and ownership is stay around minus 0.013 and significant. The most informative part is the decomposition on the right on the plot. When we split the outcome on weight, that the effect is entirely the capital churn. The capital weight coefficient is the positive 0.0737 and significant, while the output weight is flat. So better government improve allocation mainly by reducing distortion in how firms access and deploy capital. Government drive this. So we put 10 sub index in together and how raised. So we complete for explanatory power. On the composite mid-allocation measure, we one signal survive clean and try cost plus 0.093 and significant. Province where it is harder and costly for firm to enter have more misallocation. That is intuitive. The entry barrier protect incumbents and block the reallocation that equalize productivity. On the capital channel specifically, some selective support sub-index actually rise distortion, consistent with targeted intervention favoring a subset of firm. The clean policy measure here is the lower entry barrier is the most direct lever. Relationship is not also constant. Estimating year by year, the effects is strongest in 2050 and essentially disappear in the middle years and then come back strongly after the COVID. We say here minus 0.018 in 2022 and minus 0.026 in 2023. That U-shape is itself is finding the discipline role of the local government weakened when the economic was claimed and reassessed itself when the firm was under stress and reallocation pressure were high. By the 2019 recording, no, we let the PCI slope differ before and after 2019. The interaction is a tiny minus 0.0023 with a p-value of 0.75, completely insignificant. The pre and post slope are essentially the same. So the 2090 break shift the level of measure dispersion, but does not contain the government misallocation relationship we estimate. Better provincial government has linked to measurably lower misallocation. It worked through the capital channel, and tries cost is the cleanest level, and effect has strengthened since COVID. Bottom line, in Vietnam, government reform, especially erasing firm and tries, is effectively a productivity policy. And thank you, and I'm happy to take some questions from you.